Last time, our dear old abomination creator Cara Liss made some real horrid freaks. Isn't that right, Tituga? Huh? Huh? Oh, I don't think he's breathing. This time I've got some more failed fossil fusion designs, but this time we aren't just restricted to fossils, oh my no. This time we are even digging up past Paradox Pokemon. I mean, they would technically have fossils. And a couple of Pokemon who have ancient power evolutions. Thing is, they're also pretty ancient. Comment down below what fossil Pokemon you'd combine together to make the ultimate fossil fail. So let's not delay any longer and go on to our first pathetic fossil fail Pokemon. All of these are randomly picked, and first up we have Bastiodon and Kabutops. These two could actually go both ways really well together, but I had a hilarious idea in mind for the combo of the two. I love Bastiodon, shame it's a bit of a meh Pokemon stat-wise, but it's so cool. Kabutops as well, I guess. A fossil Pokemon named Bastiatops was seen as being some strange four-eyed-like creature, and yeah, maybe I took some liberties with the revival process here, but it was too cool to have this sort of castle pattern standing to become eyes, while they realized just weren't there. And it made it look pretty cute too. But I didn't want to get rid of those scythes, they're just too sexy. No, that's not the word, but whatever. So instead, Bastiatops has them jutting out of its back. Maybe it used like flippers in the water. I don't know why I'm trying to explain these guys. Dracovish is literally just the tail for a body. Bastiatops, the fossil Pokemon, are water and steel type. An ancient Pokemon that lived in and around bodies of water where they would hunt smaller, slower prey. Using their heavy bodies and back blades, Bastiatops would cut down trees to create crude dam-like homes. These homes couldn't have many Bastiatops within it, however. Certain scientists claim that Bastiatops went extinct due to their unnecessarily heavy body weight, unable to find slow enough prey and being exceptionally slow while in water. Bastiatops have the abilities sharpness and heavy metal. Hey, speaking of having a tail for a body, let's get Dracovish this time. Specifically that booze, hey! And combine it with another one of my favorite Pokemon, Archeops. A combo of two fossil fails right here. I like the idea of the top half of Archeops being just a tad heavier than the head of Dracovish, and so this Pokemon is relegated to all fours when not gliding about. I actually have already made a quadrupedal Archeops in my Astara region. I need to go back to that design and redo it because damn, it was sick. I wanted to adapt to the feeling a little more natural than, say, Dracozolt, being sticking out at the butt end, so the feathers of Dracops actually move up the body ever so slightly. It kind of feels like a pretty natural design, all things considered. I mean, if it lifts up its butt, there's just going to be a flat cross-section there, but where does it poop from? Oh god. Dracops, the fossil Pokemon, a dragon and flying type. An ancient Pokemon theorized to be an amazing predator, capable of both gliding to catch prey as well as nimbly climbing around on trees and the ground when hunting. It has a spring-like spine which allowed it to leap massive distances like a samurai drawing their blade. It would cleave enemies in two with sharp claws. Hilariously enough, the reason for this species going extinct seemed to be it hitting trees as it sprung about and passing away. Dracops have the abilities Tough Claws and Sand Rush. These next two are the weirdest of the video. First we're going to do Armaldo and Aerodactyl. Armaldo kind of has that perfect cross-section where the armor is, and you know what? They completely ruin it by going just a bit lower. The idea was to have it so that the point where Armaldo's arm-sized things are get swapped out for these big awkward Aerodactyl wings that I gussied up with some Armaldo or Anarifeather things, I guess insect wings, I don't know. They're silly little fellas. I wanted this one to feel as awkward as possible, so it's got this look of a strangely nude-looking Aerodactyl bursting out the top of Armaldo. You can see it too, right? The naked Aerodactyl, despite, you know, already being naked anyway. Despite everything, I think this one works really well to fit in with the other fossil fails, and the animations for this thing flying would just be an absolute treat. God, I love making these freaks. Armadactyl, the fossil Pokemon, a bug and flying type. Armadactyl were ancient hunters of the sky who used their bladed wings to cut enemies as they flew by into smaller, easier to eat chunks. They had large mouths and even larger stomachs that helped fuel their flights. A hungry Armadactyl was sluggish and would have to rely on their short legs to move about. Armadactyl went extinct due to the emergence of more capable hunters with better natural weapons. Armadactyl have the abilities Aerialate and Gluttony. This one is my favorite of the video. It's a combo of Brute Bonnet, our first past Paradoxmon here, and the Vish part of Dracovish, and oh boy is this one weird. Straight away I wanted to make it so that this one also had the same-ish kind of head troubles as Dracovish, but this time Bonavish has its head shoved straight down, and so there's a bit of a pre-reveal phallic situation in that its head looks like this big jellyfish sort of thing. I tried to actually make it feel a little jellyfish as well, with the bonnet cap dangly bits, like the tentacles of a jellyfish coming down. I even changed the pattern on top of the head to slightly resemble an eye, because I thought it'd be cool if this thing shows up and then goes to attack and has to rise up to show its secret face. I just love getting creative with these and imagining all the weird ways they'd work in a game setting or even anime setting. You just know this thing would get some goofs going with that secret face. But yeah, I love this guy. It's a 10 out of 10 fossil fail if I ever did see one. Bonavish, the fossil Pokemon, are dark and ice type. Deep in the ancient ocean stalked Bonavish, a great brute with a sneaky secret. Bonavish had a face that was hidden behind their large bonnet, which was packed with muscle and fat to buffer against any blow. Smaller Pokemon that would cross paths with Bonavish got swift punishment from their two strangely shaped fins. One bash from these would crush bones. Bonavish went extinct due to rising sea temperatures and difficulty breathing in water due to their facial orientation. Bonavish have the abilities Rockhead and Swift Swim. Let's continue with this ice-type trend and have a combo of Amora and Raging Bolt. Oh god. So this one I had to finagle the sizes a lot for it to work, giving the same sort of energy as Tytuga, but fitting much better. Both ways would have been hilarious here. A tiny Amora body with a big grumpy Raging Bolt head would have been great, but I decided to have the massive Raging Bolt body and a teeny tiny Amora sticking out of the cross-section. Cute, but also very unnerving. I like the idea of the various electric parts of Raging Bolt getting replaced with icy parts, and it actually brought it all together a bit more. Not much more to say about this little giant cutie. Amorage, the fossil Pokemon, an electric and ice type. Ancient ice fields were once filled with herds of Amorage, who would live within frosty ice caves that they'd keep below certain temperatures that not many Pokemon, not even ice types, could endure safely. Even if a predator were to attack the herd, Amorage would clump together and unleash a light show of electricity that any Pokemon that touched the bolt would be instantly fried. Rising temperatures led to the extinction of Amorage. Amorage has the abilities Ice Heal and Motor Drive. One last past Paradox Pokemon fusion, and this time we go with an ancient power Pokemon, using Yanmega and Sliverwing, which I think is quite fitting. Sliverwing is absolutely giant, and so this combo would be just so big it's shocking. I thought it'd be fun to have this almost kaiju-esque Pokemon with Sliverwing's cool bipedal ability, but also making it so it looks like Yanmega is wearing some very cool fluffy pants. And you know the funniest thing about this combo? I didn't include Bug type because I'm a modster, and kept it fighting flying. How's that for Attack Helicopter Yanmega? This one has Fuzz. I did change a couple of things to Yanmega that I thought would be cool. If it got a bit of DNA from Sliverwing, making its eyes a bit more cross-patterned like it and sharing the wing pattern, which actually helped kind of make it feel a bit more seamless in the fusion, which, oops, but also you're welcome. Mega Wing, the fossil Pokemon, are fighting and flying type. Mega Wing were apex predators of their time. Surprisingly fast for their size, their favored prey were Tyrant, who would be quickly scooped up and whisked away to Mega Wing's nest. Because of their colossal size, a single Mega Wing traversing the forest would cause large changes to the ecosystem. It seems this large size was also their downfall, leading to their extinction. Mega Wing have the abilities Fur Coat and Tinted Lens. Our last one of the video is a bit of a silly one, combining Tangrowth with a classic fossil in Lilip, but wait, where would we even attach this thing? Okay, so bear with me here. We combine the two fossils together and wait, what? For a second there, that's just a Tangrowth. Maybe its colors are a little weird and it has a tail though, and oh, now it's walking on its hands and oh dear god, its face just popped out. Yeah, so old Cara Liss decided to combine the fossils in such a way where Tanglip has a long neck with a Lilip head and Tangrowth eyes. And it likes to just chill around with its real head hiding, making it look like a regular old Tangrowth. Originally, I did think to do the traditional fossil thing where Tangrowth was bisected and the Lilip head was just kind of sticking out the top, but this is just much more aesthetically pleasing, but also it just is kind of cool being this almost mimic Pokemon. And come on, you gotta admit, even though it's a big old freak, it's kind of adorable in its own way, huh? Tanglip, the fossil Pokemon, a pure grass type. Within ancient forests, Tanglip would lie in wait disguised as a bush, till suddenly their head would leap out and grab prey with their tendrils. Scientists were confused when this Pokemon was first revived, thought to have just been a regular Tangrowth, till the hidden head emerged. It is theorized that Tanglip went extinct thanks to its slow speed and need to be an ambush predator within forests. Tanglip had the abilities Intimidate and Unaware. That's some good failed fossil fusions if I do say so myself. Comment what you thought of the video down below and should I do another episode? Maybe even one where I treat regular Pokemon like fossils and I fuse them like this. Also, don't forget to like, sub, and share the video around, and consider joining up to be a member. You get your name at the end of the video. Speaking of the end of the video, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.